Today I'm going to be attempting the impossible, making a tier list. Today I'm going to be ranking every single loading screen in Treyarch Zombies round-based history. I'm not including any of the Outbreak shit because it's too hard to rank and too damn near impossible to rank, but a lot of these loading screens I'm going to try and get through quick because most of them are like watching paint dry, so that's basically my content in a nutshell. Please keep watching. I have a wife and 2 kids I need to feed, and that could really help out with the algorithm. Please! Oh yeah, I should probably mention that I do actually have a tier list down below, which I made, and you can make your own list if you want, and, you know, maybe leave a link down below. I'll take a look at your own tier lists, and maybe give my own thoughts and opinions on them. But let's get started with my opinions, which you can invalidate if you want, but they are my opinions that I am very much entitled to. Our amazing journey starts off in the F tier, as all amazing tier lists, and guess what? It's ToadTWE! Literally just ToadTWE! Why? It's a fucking moon. A half moon on what looks to be ripped out paper that they put black on. That they just filtered to look black. That is my opinion on the ToadTWE fucking loading screen. And actually, now that I think about it, our number 35th spot, also in the F tier, is 5. I just thought it was lazy. D tier only has 5 of them. I'm going to just say it's all of the Cold War ones. All of them. It's just a montage of the map, which, let's be honest, we're going to see anyways as soon as we start playing the game, so it's not very fun to look at. I mean, it's alright to look at, but another one that I put in the D tier at our number 29th spot is going to be Horizon Drac. I know, one of the only downsides of Horizon Drac is that they didn't give it an original loading screen. Like, I really don't like this loading screen. It's kind of whatever, but oh well. 28th spot, starting on the C tier, actually, is Ascension. It's really cool. It's a comic, and I like it. It's alright. I'm kind of neutral on it. Next up on our number 28th spot, we have Chinonuma. I think that it's cool that there's like overhead views of everything, and it shows all of our interesting characters. I say interesting. Yeah, they were the true peak of zombies, but I didn't like the overall design of Chinonuma, and the loading screen just reminded me of how terrible it was of a map. Can we get a rest in peace for Chinonuma? It died in Vanguard. Like, they just took a fat dump on that map. If I was a World at War kid, I'd be crying all the way to the GameStop so I could return this piece of shit! That is Vanguard, but let's not mention that name anymore this video. Number 27th spot, not too different from Chinonuma, we have Doris. Again, another schematic. It is what it is. I'm kind of neutral towards them. And, yeah, I mean, it's cool and all. I think it's really cool how it's a blueprint instead of just the layout of the map. I think that was pretty nice. At our number 26th spot, we have Nuketown. It's alright. I mean, it semi-shows how the actual nuke and whatever happened for setting up transit, which I think is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'll give it some brownie points for that. Now, this one hurts to put it this low, but at our number... Are you okay? Oh my god, you're creaming all over my blanket. Dude, stop creaming on my... Stop creaming on my blanket! Oh my god! Don't do it on my blankets! I'm sorry, that was my cat. Yeah, so everyone, this is Benji. Say hi. Yeah, this is Benji, everyone. He likes to semen on my blankets. You can't really see his face. Here he is. See, he's happy. He's cute. That's my cat. Hey, don't knock that over, you motherfucker! Don't you fucking knock that. Yeah, you better get down from there. Oh my god, look at this. I don't even have, like, I'm not even gonna showcase him, but he was, oh my god. Oh my god, he semened all over my phone! Like, there's stuff on my phone that, it's a spit! Ew! Oh my god! You are one gross fucking cat! Doesn't even have anything to say for itself. He's 5. He's 5 years old, and he's creaming on my blankets. I mean, hey, at least he knows how to masturbate. Okay, our number 25th spot goes out to Zetsubou no Shima. It hurts to put it this low because I really like the design overall. It's just that it's in the aspect ratio that didn't really help out this map. And what I mean by this is, it's rough. The entirety of this was just cropped to fit the 16:9 ratio. And there was a lot of details that happened outside of the screen for this one. And there are a couple more examples of this that I want to talk about, like our number 24th spot, which is Voyage of Despair. I can tell that they cropped even more in this one because you can't even see Scarlet's head. You can't even see her big ass forehead. And could have been way worse, but that tops up our C tier.
Wait a minute, in post-editing, I just realized something. This is the Firebase Z poster art, and this is Scarlet's head. Are they the same person?
Now it's time for the B tier, and Dead of the Night. Another one that suffers from being cropped quite literally. There are eyes supposed to be over the mansion that are cropped in this. And I think that that's upsetting because it looks really cool. Like, a lot of these are meant to be designed as movie posters, and these don't work as movie posters. Because, oh my god, shut up! Next up, in our number 22 spot, we have Nocturna. Yes, that is right. The first loading screen in the world. It shows how the zombies came to be, and it shows a bunch of scientists. I think it's overall really cool, and it's basically giving you insight into what the story is happening, which makes you wonder, did they have the entire zombies storyline just planned out ever since they started working on World at War? Or were they just making it up as they go along? Because, quite honestly, like, there was a lot of fun hidden details hidden at the start of the games. Like, even in World at War, they've been hinting to a lot of stuff that would happen even in Black Ops 2, so I think that's really cool. Now it's time for Kino. But overall, it's pretty cool. It showcases all 4 of the original World at War maps, and then shows them teleporting into Kino der Toten. So, it's supposed to actually show that Kino was supposed to be DLC 4 for World at War, and I think that's honestly really cool. It's really cool that they decided to put that little Easter egg sort of thing in. Okay, now let's talk about the number 20th spot, Verlucht! I feel like a lot more life was poured into this one, and I can honestly respect that. I like how it shows where the perks actually are on this map, and I think overall the Verlucht, like, actual schematic is pretty cool. Verlucht is one of my most underrated maps. I feel like it is one of my favorite maps. I'm actually working on, like, a hospital design for a map for custom zombies and for a video game I'm working on, so yeah, who knows. Okay, now it's time for Classified. I think that overall there's a lot of hidden details in here that are really cool. I think overall what they did with Samantha's face, like her mouth is the MPD, the sun and the moon, I think is meant to reference Eclipse mode, showcasing Samantha's eyes, the lightning bolt is her nose, and then her hair showing the dark skies. Overall, I think it's really cool, and then her body is just the controlled zombies. And you might as well just say,
but Toad, didn't you say that the Rising Track is at the top of D tier because it reuses the icon that he does to showcase off the map?
Yes. Yes, I did. But the difference between this one and Classified is the fact that there's actually a lot of really cool design that goes into the Classified logo. For the Horizon Drac loading screen, it's literally, and I kid you not, just a castle. A literal castle. Like, there's nothing fun. It's not a crazy cinematic looking thing or anything. It's not a movie poster. It's just a castle. Like, seriously, go to Google and type in castle, and you'll see a castle. I didn't need to look at the Horizon Drac loading screen to know that it's a castle. Like, there's a lot of hidden details within the other loading screens in this list. So yes, that is why I put Horizon Drac so high. So, we good? We good? Okay, good. Let's get back with the list. At our number 18th through 15th spot, we are going to be having all of the transit/green run maps. At our number 18th would be Farm, 17th would be Diner, 16th would be Town, and 15th would be Transit/Bus Depot. Round of applause for them all! Because that is one thing I actually enjoy about Transit. One of the only things, because fuck everything else about those godforsaken maps, except Town. I can appreciate Town survival. Another Black Ops 2 map we're going to talk about. Mob of the Dead at our number 14th spot for the loading screens. Overall, I like the schematics of the plane being placed for this one. Overall, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and they put a lot of heart and soul into it, so I'm happy about that. Speaking of Mob of the Dead, let's talk about its worst younger brother, the annoying fuckwit one, Blood of the Dead. I thought that they were both pretty good, but I think that there's a lot of meaning behind this loading screen. It's meant to symbolize that this is the Primus crew's final fight together, because Richtofen kills himself in order to sacrifice himself because they need his blood. I think that there's a lot of meaning because it's one of their final fights, and it's the beginning of their last fight. Because, you know, they all kill themselves except fucking Richtofen, who for some reason kills himself, and then kills himself, and then ascends so he doesn't kill himself. I don't fucking know. The point is, I really like this cutscene. I really like this loading screen. It is truly beautiful. I think that it is amazing, and yeah, I mean, there is gameplay of Blood of the Dead right here, so yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get some Mob of the Dead. I was just on with some friends and I didn't have time to record some more gameplay, so it was like, just fuck it, I'm gonna use this. Next up, we have Die Rise at our number 12 spot. I can't believe I'm putting Die Rise this fucking high. The worst map in the history of Call of Duty Zombies has a surprisingly good loading screen. That feels criminal, but it is what it is. I think overall it's cool how there's just a meteor and also the dragon. I think that the visuals for this one were really cool, and I wish that there were more that were like this. I mean, there are 11 more spots, but this is a cool loading screen. At our number 11 spot, we have Shangri-La. I think it's cool how it's like a tornado and then the actual temple, I think, meant to symbolize Eclipse mode. So I think it's a really cool loading screen. I don't see any major problems with it. I think that it's a really nice loading screen overall. Nothing bad to say about it. There's just a lot of good to say about it. And then cracking the top 10 just barely, we have Buried. Let us go, Buried. I think what really takes it home for me is that one zombie in the middle of the screen, like how much detail went into that. And it's supposed to symbolize that this is the final map that takes place in the Ultimus dimension, in the Ultimus universe. After this map, we'd be starting off with Origins. We'd be starting off an entire new storyline after this map, where we follow along the Primus crew, who somehow in the most astronomical of chances managed to meet up. And it's really honestly astronomical how Origins even happened to happen with the exact same crew. And yeah, I think it was just plot convenience that they all met up together, and specifically them. I'm going to make a Call of Duty Everything Wrong with Call of Duty Zombies style, CinemaSins style video, so if you want to see that will be linked in the description when I make it. Not yet. I haven't done that yet because I'm filming this video. But enough talking about the Buried cinematic. Let's talk about the Call of the Dead cinematic. Not cinematic, fucking loading screen. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. I think that this is what most loading screens, if not all, should strive to be. If there's one thing I enjoy about Call of the Dead, it is the fact that it's a movie poster crediting the forecast, as well as saying that it's George Romero. They crave your brain. It's just so good. It rings in your ears. It's just soothing. When you hear someone say it, you know it's Call of the Dead, baby. I mean, I hate Call of the Dead, most overrated map in the world, but the loading screen is pretty nice. Now, at our number 8th spot, we have Ancient Evil. It's meant to symbolize the finale of the Chaos storyline, aka the most piece of shit storyline in the world that could have been so much better if Activision wasn't a bunch of greedy fucks and wanted to rush Black Ops 4 because Modern Warfare 2019 was coming out. Yeah, that was... oh my god. Overall, Jason Blundell poured his heart and soul trying to make an entire new storyline because he knew that this one, the actual Ether storyline, was coming to an end and they needed something else. So, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Topping off the A tier, thank God, that was a long-ass tier. We have Shadows of Evil. Again, another goddamn loading screen that was cropped. Like, seriously, Big Titty MILF over here was supposed to actually be going all doom on the zombies that were below her skirt, probably trying to get some pictures. Like, that was how that actually happened. Like, that was what the screen was supposed to be. And then it was also supposed to show Nero's hairdo. Overall, it was supposed to be a massive poster, but they cropped it. Why? I don't fucking know. I'll show the uncropped version right on screen right now, but I feel like if they didn't crop it and tried to find a way to make it a little better, like if they extended it out even in the slightest, I think that I would have been able to give a little more love to it. Overall, a lot of loading screens in this regard get fucked over because of that. But now, in the S tier, in our number 6th spot, we have 9. See what I did there? See what I did there? It's the funny number. 9 is a good map. It's a good loading screen. It's got a good loading screen showing all of the Chaos crew going ham on zombies. Yeah, overall it's really nice. I think it's cool. It's different from your usual loading screen.
Hey, Future Toad here with a brand new microphone because I took a couple of weeks to edit this video because I've got school, you know, I'm busy. What I wanted to say was that I said overall a lot in this video, and I'm probably going to say it way too many times. I'm sorry that I said that. I don't realize that I say words a lot. So if I just repeat tons of words, it's because I don't have an excuse. It's just that I don't know what else to say. So that was just something I wanted to say really quick. Back with the video in their top 5 spots.
But one final Black Ops 4 loading screen that I think is just the best of the best for Black Ops 4. It's Alpha Omega. I think that this loading screen is absolutely sick. I like how it's the nuke showcasing the Ultimus crew, and then it's the actual Primus crew in the bottom going towards the nuke because it's Nuke Town. So, yeah, cool callback right there. I really liked this one. I thought it was amazing. And overall, I was really intrigued to play Alpha Omega because of it. I thought it was going to be a much better map to be associated with such an amazing loading screen. But, yeah, Alpha Omega making it into the top 5. Surprising.
What's not surprising? How much money Marin saved by switching to Geico.
I don't know why I made that joke. It's just because they do it in their things all the time. I'm fucking lonely. Okay, number 4 we have GK Garad Krovy. The dragon's there, Nikolai's there. What else could you want? Nothing else to say. It's a good loading screen. And then at our number 3rd spot, the top 3, we have Moon, the catalog of Moon. It's really, really good. I really like this one. I thought it was cool how I could read the actual ads for Moon, and one of the many reasons why I always make sure to grab one extra person to join me on Moon. Not just because I fucking suck at this game, but because, yeah, because I fucking suck at this game. But at the same time, I genuinely enjoyed this. I genuinely enjoyed the Moon loading screen. It's a really solid one. But now, the top 2. We have 2 spots left. 2 loading screens left. Some of the best maps have the best loading screens. Revelations and Origins. Which is it's Revelations. Revelations is our number 1 spot. Let's talk about Origins. I think it's really cool how the actual type of weapons relate to the actual Primus crew members. Like, for one, you have Nikolai holding an MP40. You have the German Richthofen holding the German Mauser. My grandpa actually owns a Mauser. I saw it. It was really cool. Dempsey over here holding an LMG because he's a fucking trigger-happy son of a bitch. Love you, Dempsey. And then we have Takio. He's Japanese. He likes swords, and so the staff is like a sword, right? I mean, it's a melee-style weapon, right? So he's holding it. He's the Windbender, boys! And, yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. I also like how, just out of view, it's cropped, so that way the robots, they're just not even staring at you. That was what pissed me off. Fucking stop cropping your fucking loading screens! Like, that is what pisses me off about these loading screens, most of all, because most of them are cropped, and it's like, but why? Why the fuck would you do that? Which is why I had to give Rev the #1 spot. Its loading screen is fucking phenomenal. So much detail went in to make this feel like the best map of all time. And it very well could have been the best map of all time if the Easter egg and boss fight weren't so fucking easy. Like, seriously, it was such an easy boss fight. But if they made it a little bit harder, I actually would have said that this is the best map of all time. I mean, it's my favorite map of all time. Not just because it's a beautiful map to look at, but because it's an amazing map. I have an unpopular opinions video going over why I love Revelations so much, but that is my list. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want me to make one ranking every single cutscene that you get when you load into every single map on solo, I will gladly do that. And I will gladly do it on stream at my Twitch, twitch.tv/ToadTWE. I'm super close to affiliate and I'm lonely and desperate, so please, do it! But, yeah, that's my list. Thank you guys so much. If you made it all the way through, thank you for sticking with my boring ass self. You're a real one.